Hello, welcome to this update. Let's see the severe weather here. So we have three slight risks for today. So first, this one from New Mexico to parts of southwestern Kansas, Colorado, Oklahoma, and northern Texas Panhandle. And then this one in northeastern Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and parts of northern Arkansas. And this one in parts of Ohio, northern West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, southern Ontario, and western New York. And then this big marginal risk that goes all the way from New Mexico, all the way north into Michigan, and all the way east there into parts of western Vermont and Canada. So let's see here. Tornado is 2 and 5% there in Pennsylvania and Ohio. 5% and 2% from Ohio to New York. So let's see. Wind is 15% and 5% in all the areas, and hail is 5% in all the areas. So let's see here. Damaging thunderstorm gusts and a few tornadoes appear possible today in parts of the lower Great Lakes, in upper Ohio Valley and mid-Atlantic. Severe gusts may also be focalized this afternoon and evening over the Ozarks vicinity and Raccoon Mesa adjacent south-central high plains. So be aware for today. And we already have a tornado watch for parts of Ohio and Pennsylvania. And here, so as you can see there, the tornado watch until 8 p.m. this evening. So let's see the model here. So this is the HER. And sorry for all the noise, there's a crazy thing going on here. So let's see the HER. It has the low pressure in Ontario there, moving northeast, and now these storms to the south, especially these strong storms in Ohio and Pennsylvania there, they are already happening there. We already have a bunch of tornado warnings there in Ohio and Pennsylvania. So it shows these storms continuing there into Pennsylvania, and shows more stronger storms there in Pennsylvania later this afternoon. And they keep moving east, and the remnants might affect some showers and thunderstorms in parts of New Jersey later. But let's see here. We have all that rain there in parts of the northeast and Canada too. A lot of rain there, and we also have some storms there. So as you can see now, the low pressure in Ontario there, it will move northeast. There are some storms there in Ontario going into Quebec, and some stronger storms there too. And then we have these little storms there in New York State, and then we start getting some stronger ones maybe by this afternoon in parts. It shows mainly parts of northern New York State, but there can be some in other areas too, especially by later this evening in parts of the south. So show some stronger ones in Quebec too, in Ontario forming later, and those strong ones in New York. So a lot of showers and thunderstorms in parts of Vermont and New Hampshire too, especially later in Vermont, a storm or two there, some strong. So further west, it shows by this afternoon we might have some thunderstorms in Indiana there, maybe affecting northern Kentucky. I don't know if this will be severe because they don't have any big risk for there, but there will definitely be some strong storms there. So let's see here the area that they have again here. So yeah, so the marginal risk definitely covers that area. So, and it's mainly for damage winds, the marginal risk. So we'll get those strong storms there, and let's see. There in the plains too, it shows we might get some stronger storms in Oklahoma and parts of southeastern Kansas and Missouri there. Some stronger storms and severe. And then there in the southwest, some stronger storms in New Mexico, Colorado especially, and going to Kansas maybe some. And then in the southeast we have a lot of activity there. Lots of afternoon thunderstorms, especially in Florida. A lot of thunderstorms there this afternoon. In some in southern Mississippi and Alabama, more in the northern Florida too. Then it dissipates by tonight. So let's see here. The map for today, for tomorrow and for day 3. So precipitation for today, for Sunday, for Monday, for Tuesday, for Wednesday, for Thursday, for Friday, and days 1 through 7 here. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. I just want to show you everything. So let's see. Today there's this big margin risk all the way from southern Arizona all the way to the northeast and affecting parts of Canada too and northern Mexico. So we have that slight in parts of Texas, far western Oklahoma and Colorado, and New Mexico and Kansas, and this other slight risk in Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, parts of extreme western Maryland, and western New York. So let's see. Day 2, there's a marginal there, a marginal there, a marginal there, and 2 slight in the 4 corners and parts of southern Arizona. Day 3, that's giant slight there, all the way from Nebraska to Ontario, and this big marginal there too, and this small marginal in the southeast, and this marginal there in the southwest. Then we get this marginal from Kansas to Michigan on day 4, and this light from Missouri to Wisconsin, and that marginal in the southwest. And day 5, this marginal from Kansas to New York, and this marginal there too. So let's see. This nothing, in front, yes. So let's see here. Yesterday they published this heat risk here too for the next few days. So this mainly for next week, from Tuesday, July 2nd to Thursday, July 4th. Some areas of extreme there and stuff. So be aware of the heat risk. Let's see for Canada now, because they have some big stuff. So let's see. First, the severe weather stuff here. They have the severe thunderstorm watch in southern Ontario there. Severe thunderstorms likely today, torrential rain, very high winds this afternoon and evening. And then this other one further south here. Severe thunderstorms, torrential rain, risk of a tornado, and wind gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour. So there's this other big severe thunderstorm watch there in Ontario. For conditions of developing severe thunderstorms, so some large hail and gusts up to 90 kilometers per hour. They say only Tony size hail. Let's see, this afternoon and evening too. And then they have some rainfall warnings, some special weather statements for significant rainfall over the weekend in all of these areas. So they say amounts of up to 40 millimeters. And then there are the special weather statements for significant rainfalls amounts up to 45 millimeters. So let's see. And up here we have special weather statements for wildfire smoke, heat warning, special air quality, wildfire smoke. Let's see. This one for wildfire smoke too, and this special weather statement, unseasonably high temperatures, a special weather statement for heat. Sorry, my voice is weird. Let's see. They have an air quality advisory there in parts of Yukon, a heat warning further north, this red area for heat warning and an air quality advisory, and this other area for wildfire smoke, and these small areas of heat warning, these small dots here. So let's see here for the US. So they have some excessive heat warnings there, some heat watches in the southern plains and the mid-south, those areas. Heat advisories in the Carolinas and southern Florida, parts of Georgia too, and New Jersey and parts of western Pennsylvania. We already have some flood watches there, the tornado watch and some severe thunderstorm warnings already there. Some flood watches in the southwest, and excessive heat warnings and watches in California. So this changes all the time. And that yellow area in Alaska is for smoke advisories from wildfires. So yes, then smoke advisories. So be aware too. Let's see what else we have here. So this is for severe weather. This is the significant tornado parameter. So it has some areas there, but this is only if the conditions in the atmosphere are favorable for the development of tornadoes. But if the conditions are favorable but no storm passes over that area, so there won't be tornadoes. So these are only the atmospheric conditions, if they are favorable or not for tornadoes. So by this afternoon, show some more spots there, and after watching parts of Ohio, showing more southern Ontario and some in Pennsylvania and New York, but not much. And then later, that there's still there some spots near Lake Erie too, but it's showing more in Ohio than in Pennsylvania. But definitely be aware in Pennsylvania too, and showing some really high values in parts of southern Ontario. So be aware there as well. So let's see later. By later this evening, it starts dissipating, but still some areas there. So be aware. Let's see the updraft helicity here. So this is until this evening. It has mainly updraft helicity in Pennsylvania and Ohio there, and some in Indiana, but not much, and some light areas there, but not much. Mainly in Pennsylvania and Ohio, and some in Ontario too. So be aware. And if I put this until the end of this run, yeah, it's sort of the same thing, but it starts picking up more in Colorado by the end of this run. So let's see here some temperatures. So these are the high temperatures for today, for Sunday, for tomorrow, and for day 3 here. And in the coming days, we'll show you the next few outlooks. So this is the 24-hour max wind gusts. Little bit gust here there in parts of New York. Stronger wind still there in the plains. Yeah, and the 48-hour quantitative precipitation, like this, more for Florida too. And this is it, I think. Stay safe, and this is it. And then here, I almost forgot. The fire outlook for today is elevated. Parts of Nevada and Utah and Arizona. But for day 2, it's critical in parts of Utah and Nevada. The fire outlook, so definitely be careful tomorrow there. And elevated there all the way into Wyoming, and that area for isolated dry thunderstorms there in Nevada, California and Oregon, parts of Idaho too. So be careful. And the next few days of severe weather, for day 2, there's a slight risk. First, all the way from North Carolina to Canada, and this marginal there from Georgia all the way into the northeastern Canada. And there's this marginal from northern New Mexico and parts of Colorado, the Dakotas, western Nebraska, parts of Wyoming, Montana, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and this light in parts of Montana and North Dakota. So be aware there. Tornadoes for tomorrow, just as big, 2% in the mid-Atlantic and northeast, and wind just this 5% and this 15%, and this 15% there too. hails 15% there too, and just 5% there. So let's see. Scattered damaging winds will be possible across parts of the northeast and mid-Atlantic states on Sunday. Hail damaging winds may also occur for parts of eastern Montana to the western North Dakota. So be aware. For day 3, there's a slight risk on day 3 in parts of North, South Dakota, Nebraska, parts of Minnesota and western Iowa, and that's a small marginal risk in northern Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. So probability is 15 and 5%, and this hatched area in Nebraska for significant severe weather. So severe thunderstorms will be possible Monday across parts of north central plains, including parts of Nebraska and South Dakota. So be aware there for Monday. Let's see here. Wait, this internet is slow today. So for day 4, they have a small slight risk in northern Missouri and Iowa there for Tuesday, for day 4. So be aware, the severe weather there for Tuesday. Day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, nothing. So now this is actually it. Thanks for watching.